Did you know that you don't have to do hundreds of daily push-ups to build muscle? Forget about heavy lifting and using all sorts of gym equipment and machines. Sometimes, simplicity is key. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can strategically add push-ups to your routine to promote maximum gain. It's also important to get a full grasp of the science behind muscle building. More importantly, I'll share with you exactly how many push-ups you need to complete to get bigger and stronger. Later on, you'll get some tips on how to do push-ups correctly to ensure that you experience the full benefits and avoid injury. What is muscle hypertrophy? Muscle hypertrophy is the process of increasing the size of muscle cells due to physical training. In the context of push-ups, it's a result of lowering and lifting your body during movement, effectively causing stress on the muscles and creating tiny micro tears. And no, micro tears aren't a bad thing. In fact, they play a significant role in the muscle building process. As the body repairs those micro tears, it doesn't just build them back to their original state. It forges them to become stronger and larger than before, making way for more muscle growth and eventually allowing the body to handle even greater weights in the future. Push-ups have been a gym staple since day one. They use only your body weight, and yet your body gets a lot of benefits in return. So how do push-ups really affect your body? How the body reacts to push-ups? When it comes to push-ups, it's always a guarantee to feel the burn, regardless of the kind you do. Push-ups recruit so many muscles at once, including your chest, back, shoulders, and arms. One of the pros of this exercise is that it can be modified in various ways to target specific muscles better. For instance, performing a standard push-up with your hands underneath your shoulders will emphasize your chest. Meanwhile, doing a narrow push-up with your hands closer to your sides will target your triceps. Also, holding a plank form throughout compels your core to stay engaged until you finish your reps. Aside from the unmistakable burn you feel in your body, push-ups are a foolproof way of getting your heart pumping. Because this exercise simultaneously engages many major muscles, it forces your heart to work harder to transport blood to that tissue. Ultimately, all that extra work translates to a healthy stress on your heart, effectively boosting your cardiovascular health. One study even points to a link between push-up capacity and heart health. According to the study, men who could do 40 push-ups had a significantly lower risk of heart problems over the next 10 years than those who could only do 10 push-ups or fewer. But are you looking more into enhancing your strength and endurance than getting a cardiovascular workout? Don't worry, push-ups are also excellent for those. Push-ups work your core since the form mimics a plank, but with some added arm movements. As such, you're building core strength and stability by holding that plank form while cranking out your reps. Besides core strength, your upper body also gets stronger since the exercise recruits all the major upper body muscles. Lastly, as your strength grows, so does your muscle endurance. Enhanced muscle endurance not only helps you complete more reps, but also makes it easier for you to do everyday activities like carrying heavy grocery bags. To find out how many push-ups you need to do per day to build muscle, first off, you must determine your max repetitions for one set. Now just use that to calculate a push-up goal for your upper body workout. Here are some guidelines according to one's maximum repetitions. Number 1. If you max out at less than 25 push-ups in a row, aim for 50 to 75 push-ups. Number 2. If you max out between 25 and 50 push-ups, aim for 50 to 150 push-ups. Number 3. If you max out at more than 50 push-ups, keep in mind with good form, aim for 150 to 250 push-ups. Feel free to divide these numbers into anywhere from 2 to 4 sets. That being said, you shouldn't be too complacent with these ranges. Consider them as a good starting goal, but make it a mission to do more push-ups each week. Depending on your fitness level, I'd say a good goal is adding 1 to 2 push-ups to your previous week's number. It may sound a bit conservative, but that's because one rule you must remember is to maintain good form always. When determining your baseline, as in the number of push-ups you can do at once, you should stop at the number of reps you can complete using the proper technique. You don't want to overdo it, especially if you're a beginner. One major indicator that your form has been compromised already is when your butt is sagging or sticking up in the air. A neutral neck is also a must. So how far can you get with just push-ups? Push-ups are a great exercise movement to help improve upper body strength. They can help to build muscle mass, strength, and endurance, depending on your volume, sets, and reps. If your goal is to get stronger, you may need to think about doing other upper body pushing exercises, as you're limited with a push-up by your own body weight. If your goal is to improve your body composition, then you'll need to focus on your nutrition in combination with your workouts. If you're still a beginner who has a max set of push-ups below 10, focus on trying to boost volume. You can then increase the number of total push-ups gradually or push yourself to complete them in a shorter period. On another note, you'd be doing yourself a huge favor if you introduced your muscles to other exercises as well. While push-ups are amazing in their own right, adding other movements to your routine is the key to achieving total body aesthetics. But more on that in a bit. Why progressive overload matters. Progressive overload is a fantastic way of building muscle. It essentially means gradually increasing the amount of resistance or the number of push-ups you do over time. By consistently challenging yourself. It can also be accomplished by trying out different variations of the exercise. This brings me to my next point. Here are some great push-up modifications to add variety. Number 1. Incline push-up. Incline push-ups are great if you're trying to progress to full push-ups, want to do more push-ups, or need to take it easy. They work the same muscle groups as the traditional move, but require placing your hands on an elevated surface, making them easier. You'll still want to keep your spine straight for proper form. Here's a tip. Start at a higher altitude for easier versions, and move your hands closer to the ground as your strength increases. Number 2. T push-up. You'll perform standard push-ups with this variation, but additionally, pack your shoulders between reps at the top of each rep. During a T push-up, you rotate your body into a side plank, lifting your free hand toward the ceiling. Instead of stacking your feet, simply pivot on them depending on the direction of the rotation. If you want to focus on your core muscles, this push-up modification will give you exactly that. Number 3. Plank push-up. A good way to challenge your body is to do some isometric work in the form of plank push-ups. In this variation, you start on your forearms in the plank position instead of on your hands. Using one arm at a time, you'll get up from your forearms to your palms. Once you're in a high plank, reverse course and lower yourself back down to your forearms, one arm at a time. If the plank push-up is getting too easy for you, you may want to try this advanced variation called the diamond push-up, which primarily targets your triceps. Number 4. Diamond push-up. Diamond push-ups are sometimes referred to as the tricep push-up. Instead of keeping your hands shoulder-width apart, you'll bring them together underneath you with your thumbs and point your fingers, touching to create a diamond shape. From here, you'll do the push-up as you normally would, keeping your elbows tucked the entire time. Number 5. Decline push-up. If you're trying to do as many reps of standard push-ups as you can, why not challenge yourself with this variation? This requires positioning your feet on an elevated surface to increase the angle of your body and the intensity of the exercise. As your core muscles fire to keep your body stabilized, you can adjust your difficulty level by experimenting with different surface heights or even your tempo. Number 6. Plyo push-up. With a basic plyo push-up, you'll lower yourself to within a couple of inches off the ground like normal. Then focus on explosive strength as you push your body up so that your hands lift a couple of inches off the ground between reps. If you're new to plyometrics, start slow and land gently to avoid wrist injury. Recovery is part of the journey. It's really important to incorporate rest days into your routine. Without adequate rest, your form and technique will be unsustainable, leading to a greater risk of injury and diminishing returns. Experts suggest a frequency of 2 to 4 times per week, but this will depend on your level of fitness and what your goals are. If you're always feeling sore after your workout, have sleeping problems, or have reduced strength, it may be a telltale sign of overextension, and you may need to take a step back from your overall training. According to research, a 48 to 72-hour rest period is adequate for resistance training recovery. Take a rest when you need to. It's an opportunity for your body to recover and rebuild and won't make you less of a man. Quality over quantity. The path to building muscles isn't just about counting how many push-ups you can do. What actually holds more weight is how you can do each rep with proper form and precision. In the fitness world, quality reigns over quantity. Good form ensures that every muscle is engaged correctly, reducing the risk of injury and maximizing the benefits of the exercise. It serves as your foundation that allows your movements to be smooth and controlled. Because you've reached this part of the video, here are some tips to follow when you do push-ups. Tip 1. Keep your core engaged. This helps prevent your back from arching and your hips from sagging. A strong core stabilizes your body and allows for better form throughout the movement. Tip 2. Align your head, neck, and shoulders. Keep them aligned with your spine. Either gaze at the floor a few feet in front of you or look straight down while doing push-ups. If you can see the ceiling or your feet, your head is too high or low. Tip 3. Hand placement. Keep your hands under your shoulders. Your hands should be a little more than hip-width apart, but still aligned with your shoulders. Placing them too far forward puts extra pressure on your shoulders, which can lead to injury. So, are you ready to take your push-up game to the next level? Make sure to implement these tips and modifications and watch your strength and endurance grow. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.